Hello, everyone. I'm the Fit Trainer, helping you manage your diet and your workouts, so you can get fitter with the FITT. Today, we're starting part 1 of the 10% diet, the diet that gives you a 1000% chance of success. And today's topic is this. Once you understand your daily calorie needs, losing weight becomes much easier. The human body is a little unusual. In some ways, it works very simply, almost like a machine, but at the same time, it is an incredibly complex living organism. When people talk about dieting, you often hear this. If you burn more calories than you eat, you lose weight. This is a mechanical way of looking at the human body, almost like looking at a car. From a weight loss perspective, I would say it is about 80% correct. Calories coming in, calories going out. Using this simple plus and minus relationship is the most basic principle of dieting. If you are starting a diet for the first time, or if you have failed every time you tried before, don't make things too complicated. For now, I want you to focus on just 10%. That's all. The key to the 10% diet is your daily calorie requirement. Your daily calorie requirement is the total amount of energy your individual body needs to get through a normal day. Your body is doing countless things every single day. Your heart is beating, your brain is thinking, blood is circulating, you are breathing, you eat food, you digest it, and yes, you go to the bathroom too. Every one of these basic life processes requires energy, and that energy is measured in calories. That is why we eat food, store energy, and then use that energy when we need it. This is where people often talk about your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Simply put, your BMR is the energy your body needs just to stay alive, even if you do absolutely nothing. But when it comes to dieting, there is something even more important than your BMR, your total daily energy expenditure, TDEE. What happens if you consistently eat even less than your basal metabolic rate? Well, naturally, daily life can start to feel pretty difficult. You may feel mentally foggy, you may move less, your digestion may suffer, and even going to the bathroom can become more difficult. So when you are planning a diet, you should not decide how much to eat based only on your BMR. The number you should actually use is your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. TDEE includes your basal metabolism, but it also includes the energy you use to digest and absorb food. It includes commuting, moving around, walking, working, and all the other physical activity that happens during a normal day. Now, here is something very important. If your body weight has remained within about plus or minus 3% during the past year, this becomes very easy. Why? Because your current lifestyle has already revealed approximately how many calories you need. Let me give you an example. I am 182 centimeters tall, and I am a 45-year-old man. During the past year, my body weight has stayed between about 78 and 82 kilograms. Right now, I weigh about 80.5 kilograms. My estimated daily calorie requirement, my TDEE, is about 2,678 calories per day. That means, if I eat around 2,678 calories every day, I should generally stay within about plus or minus 3% of my current body weight. In simple terms, if I keep eating the way I eat now, my weight should stay roughly where it is, unless you are regularly binge eating or seriously overeating. A body weight fluctuation of about plus or minus 3% can generally be considered a normal maintenance range. So now, let's think about the opposite. What if you simply ate 10% less than your daily calorie requirement? Or, what if you burned an additional 10% through exercise? What would happen? That is dieting. You do not need to eat only sweet potatoes. You do not need to live on chicken breast. You do not need to starve yourself. And you do not need to start by thinking that you absolutely have to use Mounjaro. Do not make your first step an extreme one. Just remember one thing. 10%. If you are already maintaining your current body weight, this is actually much easier than most people think. So how do you cut 10%? Eat one less spoonful of rice. Reduce sugary drinks, like regular soda. Cut back on fried foods, like fried chicken. Eat fewer high-carbohydrate snacks, like tteokbokki, and cut back on chips and cookies. That alone can make a meaningful difference. And yes, drink a little less alcohol too. Actually, I have a lot to say about alcohol. I used to be an extremely heavy drinker. You could almost call me an alcohol enthusiast on another level. So alcohol and weight loss deserve an entire episode of their own. I'll talk about that in the next video. But anyway, here is the main point. Think about everything you have normally eaten during the past year, and simply try to eat about 10% less. Let's use me as an example again. Let's say I want to go from my current weight of 80.5 kilograms down to 75 kilograms. If I follow the 10% diet without adding extra exercise and adjust only my food intake, the calculation says it would take about 166 days. That is roughly 5 to 6 months. In other words, without doing an extreme crash diet, if I consistently reduce my calorie intake by just 10%, I could reach 75 kilograms in about 5 or 6 months. But maybe you are thinking, I really cannot eat less. I just love food too much. That is okay. There is another option. Burn that 10% through exercise instead. If you need to burn around 250 extra calories per day, you can often achieve that with about 30 minutes of exercise, plus a little extra walking during your commute or daily routine. Now, doesn't this make you wonder something? What if there were an app that automatically calculated your daily calorie needs? What if it helped you manage a diet that reduces your intake by 10%? And what if it also helped you manage your workouts so you could burn that extra 10%? That would be pretty convenient, right? So I built one. Follow the system and make the 10% diet a diet with a 1000% chance of success. The Fit. The Fit helps you manage strength training. It helps you manage running, walking, and many other types of exercise that you can do. It also helps you manage your diet, and it tracks your overall weight loss progress. Search for The Fit on the Google Play Store and give it a try. The moment you install it, your management starts. Of course, you do not have to use the app one created. That is completely fine if you simply understand the concept of your daily calorie requirement and use it properly. For weight loss, bulking, or maintaining your weight, building the body you want will become much easier. I'll continue sharing useful information about dieting, exercise, and fitness in future videos. If you use The Fit and have any questions, please leave a comment anytime. And if there is anything you want to know about dieting or exercise, leave that in the comments too. I'll use your questions as ideas for future videos, and I'll also leave a 1-month free use code for The Fit in the comments, so please subscribe, hit the like button, and don't forget to grab your free code. I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you for watching.